Hey guys, 681 Shadow, and welcome to another ReZero web novel reading. And I do apologize for the lack of these as of recently. I had midterms, of course, and just everything got a bit busy for me in the previous couple weeks, so I do apologize for that. But hopefully, we should be able to get these out more steady. I'm gonna try to stick to that Wednesday schedule that I had mentioned earlier. So these should be up on Wednesdays. Um, I'll probably try to just keep it to these once a week, and then my UPC battles on Friday, my Friday team builders and Saturday battles. So I do apologize for the lack of videos recently, but we should be getting on track with 3 uploads a week starting this week. To um, so just to preface, if you're not caught up to where I am right now, you can either watch my readings slash reactions in the playlist link down in the description below, or you can go to the website itself and even read beyond where I am, and you can do that also in the description down below. I did link the website there. So last time we read, we learned how the wound that Wilhelm had from his deceased wife had opened back up, at which is which is getting caused by something, and then Subaru and Puck have a um what is it? They have an encounter, and Subaru ends up like punching Puck and being all upset and that kind of stuff. So I think we can just get into the reading right here. We're finishing off Arc 3, Interlude 3, so we can finally get into Arc 4 for next week. So I think we can start off now. So scroll down. The emotions brewing in his heart, perhaps they became too impossible to bear. With his round eyes, Puck gazed deep into Subaru. With an "I understand," he stretched his little body. "I said something inconsiderate. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it. Instead of this, let's talk a bit about gluttony." "Talk? What will that do now?" If you learn the nature of the thing that ate this girl's name and memory, perhaps there is hope of fulfilling your wish after all." So it looks like right here, Puck is trying to help Subaru, of course, because Subaru and Rem are like best buddies, and Subaru's like beside himself, and I'm assuming like for Amelia's sake, Puck doesn't want Subaru to be feeling this way. So, and also just because friendship and that kind of stuff. That's at least what I think. So then to continue. Jumping at those words, Subaru's face flung up. Seeing this reaction, Puck nodded. Then he turned up his small pink nose as if searching for a memory. Gluttony's authority, to put it simply, is eating. When he eats a person's name, all memories about this person are taken. When he eats a person's memory, that person's own memories are taken. If both are taken, this person becomes an empty shell. An empty shell won't do anything. It could not do anything. This girl's condition is just that. Name, memory. Crucia's memory, Rem's memory, and name. Such is the effect of Gluttony's authority. After killing the Sin Archbishop Gluttony, will the memories return? Ah, what would happen? Throw up everything that's been eaten, even though I don't like to think about it. Is that something that could be done? You need to ask the man yourself. But the possibility exists, doesn't it? Rem's memories. The possibility of retrieving Rem's memories. Turning back, Rem is still deep in her slumber. Still softly breathing. Her heart was beating. Yeah. Her body is still alive. Only her memory and her name were eaten by a fiend. Sin Archbishop Gluttony, I will absolutely annihilate you. Even though I still think it's not that simple. Puck's last words didn't enter Subaru's mind. Subaru right now is defending that final fragment of hope like the very last bastion in his heart. So Subaru is getting Subaru's motive to take out the Sin Archbishop is kind of like what he how he felt about Betelgeuse during that whole arc, because Betelgeuse had been the cause of his death, and like his death, Rem's death, and like everyone in the mansion and the village. So it kind of reminds me of how Subaru felt with Betelgeuse, but now it feels even more personal because it's just Rem. Cause and I feel like that's definitely driving Subaru, and he wants to take out this Sin Archbishop. And My prediction is that's gonna take a couple tries, maybe probably more than that, um, but I feel like Subaru can't will be able to do that. So we can continue now. When he arrived in the capital, he found Rem after the attack, and when he knew all was lost, without a shred of hesitation, Subaru stabbed a dagger into his own throat. What he felt at that moment, he can no longer remember. Everything had turned out so perfectly, so perfect beyond everyone's expectations. But the truth is, throwing it all away in that instant, none of it mattered to him. If he lost Rem, if it meant walking into a future without her, no matter how many times he must endure that pain, he will. Only this, Subaru clearly remembers. Penetrating his throat in blood, pain, searing heat, and loss, he lost all consciousness. When he woke, what he saw was Rem lying in the bed. The save point had moved forward. The place of return has changed. Subaru saw hell and only hell. Again! It must be some mistake. He must kill himself again, but Subaru hesitated. He was not afraid of pain or death, but he realized, even if he returned to the previous save point, he could not save her. That's deep. Because that sucks too. That's like it's really inconvenient for him if the save point moved forward to Rem being in the bed, and they made the scene really gruesome in the writing. How it said the knife was penetrating his throat in blood, pain, searing heat, and loss. That's a really powerful line. And with these, I'm gonna try to give a bit more of analysis when reading them, because I feel like I just read them and just moved on and didn't really give much analysis. So I'm gonna try to do that. Try to give more of my thoughts rather than just reading and giving like a couple thoughts. So, time to continue. At the save point before the battle with Betelgeuse, after the battle with the White Whale, Subaru and Rem had already went in separate directions for several hours. It is too late to catch them before the ambush. But even if he could, Emilia would be abandoned. And even if he sent the expedition to Emilia with the plan and rushed back to the ambush, how would he defeat two Sin Archbishops? To defeat Betelgeuse, Subaru's presence is indispensable, and Emilia's escape cannot be managed without Wilhelm's protection. Sacrifice Emilia to save Rem, or to sacrifice Rem to save Emilia. Without sacrificing one or the other, he couldn't save anyone at all. Faced with this impossible choice, Subaru lowered the dagger from his throat. Unlike being erased by the White Whale's mist, though forgotten by all the world, Rem's body remains here, beside her, unable to do anything. He merely sat there in daze. But that time spent in cruel futility ends here. It ends now. Holding Rem's sleeping hand, Subaru confirmed his resolve. Of one thing he is certain. I will retrieve Rem. I promise. I will retrieve your memories. It was a promise. That right in front of your eyes, the man you fell in love with, will become the greatest hero the world has ever seen. We are still halfway on that path, aren't we? I promise, your hero will come for you. Just wait a little longer. Wait just a little longer. So, this is just, I feel like this is like trying to show us, once again, that resolve that Subaru had to beat Betelgeuse, coming back to defeat Gluttony. So, that is, I feel like that's really cool on how he's getting all this resolve. So, now we can continue. Lifting his face, teeth bared, it was a declaration of war. The fiends shall regret the day they laid hands on what is sacred and inviolable. For I, Natsuki Subaru, shall bring punishment upon you. I will. I promise I will. In the days starting from zero, I can no longer endure a single one without the thought of you by my side, so I must retrieve. The days that are lost, the days I have walked with you. In all the days I will walk with you again. With my own hands, I swear I will take it back once more. So, that's the end of Arc 3, Interlude 3. And just the end of Arc 3. So we can finally move on to Arc 4, and hopefully see probably some crazy stuff go down. But, overall for this chapter, or not chapter, but this part of Interlude 3, this was really like uplifting, especially from like everything that's been happening. And plus, I feel like this chapter, out of all the other chapters, kind of explained things a bit more. Like we ended Interlude, like I believe we ended Interlude 2 with Rem and Krush in the encounter with gluttony and greed, and then we started Interlude 3 with like Rem in a bed, not waking up, Crush being really odd. So at first it wasn't really explained, but I feel like now they explained how how Puck explained to us how gluttony can take the memories of people, not only from those who know of them, but also from the person themselves. And if you take both, then they just become an empty shell. So I like how they explained that, and also once again I've really been liking how Subaru's been more and more determined to knock out gluttony. And bold prediction here, but I feel like Subaru and his allies are going to end up trying to take out the entire witches cult. I feel like they're going to take out the entire cult because somehow things are going to happen where they need to do that. So that is all for this ReZero web novel reading. Let me know what you guys thought of this of Arc 3 Interlude 3 Part 6 down in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I will see you all next time.